Good evening and happy Sabbath each everyone.
Good evening, happy Sabbath, brother.
Just a few seconds. We're going to start off here with money. Starts off, it says, California's a nice place to visit, but if all you make is minimum wage, move along, buddy. You can't afford to live here. Can anybody guess what the fair market value rent for a two-bedroom apartment is, the average for the state? How much? How much? It averages out to 1608. So, how do they figure this out? Before you can rent, what's one of the requirements? And how much is that money that you have to make before you can rent?
3 times.
3 times. You got it. So, breaking that down, that comes to $30.92 an hour you gotta make. This came from Central Valley, what do they call it? This is the California Central Valley Business Report, that's it. Central Valley Business Report. Bakersfield. How much do you think rent is in Bakersfield?
12, 2 bedrooms?
This is all for a 2-bedroom apartment. Goes $844.
San Francisco.
Chico. $923. Fresno. $887. Hanford. $803. Madeira. $893. Like I say, this comes from Central Valley. It doesn't take in the Bay Area. But everybody knows what the Bay Area is going for. Merced, $776. Give you some idea where you might have to move to, huh?
Yeah.
Modesto, $938. Sacramento, $1,036. Stockton, $967. Visalia, $873. And why YOLO is so high, I don't know. It comes in $1175.
That's right.
Closer to the Bay Area. Yeah, it says the problem is systematic and reaching almost epidemic proportions. Rents soaring in every state, community at the same time, when most Americans have enough increase in their paychecks. So I got to figuring out, thinking about, why is rent going up? I can tell you why I raised my rents up in Washington. I didn't vote for those higher taxes. And what do they keep doing?
Making the tax.
Raising the taxes. And these people who want everything for free haven't got a clue on economics. I don't care what kind of a business you run here in the state, out of your house. I don't care if you just sign up and say, I want to run a business. I run a business out of my house. But I don't care whether you want to just sell religious books out of your house. You have to pay the state of California a minimum of $800 a year just to have a business in the state. That is the minimum, and it goes up from there. So even if you only make $700 off your business for the year, sorry, still costs you $800. So economics has got to start being taught somewhere along the line, because I think God says a lot about being very scrupulous with our spending. And that is it. When I read any of these things that I bring to you, put them in parallel or in opposite of what the Bible teaches. Because as I read them, Bible stories come to my mind that represent just what I'm reading. And God talks about the people that want to make money off the shoulders of the others. The workman that isn't paid just because the boss wants, well, I'm going to quote a lady that's in charge of the Planned Hood. She wants a new Lamborghini. That's reading she selling baby parts, by the way. That's on video. And of course, the people who went in and got that video, they're sitting in jail right now. I just want to mention Werner Van Braun. Has anybody heard that name before? Werner Van Braun. He was a German rocket scientist working for the Germans. But if the scientists did not comply with political correct views, their careers were ended. Does that sound kind of familiar? Anybody hear about politically correct? But in May of 1945, as World War II was ending, von Braun and other German scientists decided to escape to the America side rather than the Soviet Union. Suffering a broken arm during his escape, he stated, I myself and everybody you see here have decided to go west. And I think our decision was not one of expediency, but a moral decision. We knew that we had created a new means of warfare. And the question is, to what victorious nation are we willing to entrust this brainchild of ours? Was a moral decision more than anything else. We wanted to see the world spared another conflict such as Germany had just been through. We felt that only by surrendering such a weapon to people who are guided by the Bible could such an assurance to the world be best secured. Let's see here. Yes, another one. What city in the state of California do you think, this is on this city's website, must be, this is quote, must be an Oakland, or yeah, I told you now, Oakland resident, must be 18 years old, Formerly incarcerated individuals encouraged to apply. They need a, yeah. What really bugs the cops is the voter-approved measure creating the commission bars current and former Oakland cops from serving, as well as police union employees. He said encouraging former convicts to apply to oversee the police was in keeping with the spirit of Measure LL, the initiative that created the Oversight Commission. So now you have former convicts overseeing the police department in Oakland.
So the convicts are now internal affairs.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This comes from Ellen White, letters in, let's see, LN, and manuscripts. When the papacy, robbed of its strength, was forced to desist from persecution, John beheld a new power coming up to echo the dragon's voice and carry forward the same cruel, blasphemous work. This power, the last that is to wage war against the church and law of God, was symbolized by a beast with lamb-like horns. The beast preceding it had risen from the sea, but this came out of the earth, representing the peaceful rise of the nation which it symbolized. The two-horn, like lamb, well represents the character of the United States government as expressed in its two fundamental principles. What are the two principles that those two horns represent? That's right. Republicanism and Protestantism. These principles are the secret of our power and prosperity as a nation. Those who first found asylum on the shores of America rejoiced that they had reached a country free from arrogant claims of popery and the tyranny of kingly rule. They determined to establish a government upon which the broad foundation of civil and religious liberty. That comes from the Signs of the Times, November 1st, 1899. According to her autobiography, Ellen Gould Harmon was born November 26, 1827 in Gorham, Maine. She and her twin sister Elizabeth, being the last of 8 children born to Robert and Eunice Harmon. John Quincy Adams was President of the United States. And how long it had been since the states were formed? When she was born, it was only 50 years since the 13 colonies. And we look back and it wasn't that long ago to Ellen's life. And so it wasn't that long ago that the 13 colonies started. Had declared the independence from King George III and the British Empire. Ellen's grandfather had served as a corporal in the Revolutionary War.